I've been a member of Counterculture for 12 years now, and I know lots of wonderful people, some of them who are here right now, who are also would call themselves counterculturalists because they believe that putting profits above people and planet is suicidal and will lead us into an evolutionary dead end. And when I look at all these amazing, talented, intelligent, well-connected, big-hearted people, and then I notice that we haven't had the kind of impact on the mainstream culture that we kind of need to have, because the way I see it, you know, the mainstream culture has us on a train that's heading towards a cliff that you could call species extinction, and the counterculture's job is to try and get us to switch tracks and head towards the lush, verdant valleys of evolution. And so when I ask myself, why haven't we had a greater impact, the answer I get is a saying my mum used to say to me when I was a kid: the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Remember that one? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I didn't really get that at the time, but I think maybe I get it now, because when I look at my own good intentions in my own life as an individual, whether it's to stop smoking or to not lose my temper or not to masturbate quite as much, I see that I have these good intentions, and maybe I succeed for a while, but then my stuff comes up, some unresolved stuff, shadowy, kind of woundy pain stuff comes up, and it blocks everything and it sabotages everything, and I end up not doing my good intentions. Anybody else get that? Yeah. And so I thought, oh, maybe that's the problem with the counterculture. Maybe the counterculture has stuff. Maybe the counterculture has shadow. Maybe it's the counterculture blocking it from its full glory and effectiveness. And so I wanted to write a poem about that called Tribsters, because we're all Tribsters, aren't we? Probably tried. And basically, because obviously the counterculture is very good at pointing the finger at Babylon and all the frackers and Monsanto and all these people destroying the planet and destroying people, but maybe we need to point the finger back a little bit this way. So I wrote a poem to as a call to arms to the counterculture, and also the opportunity to take the mickey out of me and all my mates. And there's a bit of audience participation. You up for some audience participation? Yeah. Okay. So when I wrote it, I was listening to a lot of garage music and some pirate stations and stuff like that, and it's kind of got that feel. And on those pirate stations, when the DJ's talking, he's like, "Yeah, rinsing out the new tune and all that, man. Yeah, man, shout out to the man like Darshan, shout out to the man like Sonny," that kind of thing. So it's in that vibe. So what I'd like you to do at the end of each line is to say, "We got thee, we got thee." For those of you who don't speak black, that means we've got thee. We got thee, we've got thee. And so the tune goes like this, and Mark's going to play a little bit of drum to the tune. Da 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 da. We got thee. Da 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 da. We got thee. Da 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 da. We got thee. Da 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 da. We got thee. Perfect. Okay, so that's the rhythm, that's the tempo, that's the thing. So if you just try and keep that going at the end of every line, yeah? And there's a chorus, and after I do it a couple of times, you'll know it, so you can join in with the last part of the chorus. So we start off, let's start off with that bit again, and then we'll go straight into it, yeah? Da 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 da. We got thee. Da 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 da. We got thee. Da 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 da. We got thee. Da 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 da. We got thee. Raw fooders, anarchy activists, new age hippies. We got thee. Supernatural pagans and spiritual devotees. We got thee. Conscious evolvers, healers and yogis. Psychedelic shaman and indigenous wannabes. The Tribsters are calling, they're calling your name. To big up the counterculture and put Babylon to shame. The Tribsters are calling, they're calling your name. To big up the counterculture and put Babylon to shame. Cooked food is poison and raw is non-toxic. So why are so many raw fooders borderline psychotic? Activists campaigning and shaming Babylon, giving their heart and soul to fight for right over wrong, projecting their pain and abandonment issues, sustaining the status quo in a zero-sum lose-lose. pagan earth angels worshipping Gaia and the Green Man, cursing technology while living in a transit van. The New Age's thought craze is a completely new paradigm, creating your own reality with nothing but the power of your mind. Got hearts in the right place and a genuine love of mankind, but an egotistical, oversimplistical blind leading the blind. Raw fooders, anarchy activists, New Age hippies, supernatural pagans and spiritual devotees, conscious evolvers, healers and yogis, psychedelic shaman and indigenous wannabes. The Tribsters are calling, they're calling your name to big up the counterculture and put Babylon to shame. You can join in. The Tribsters are calling, they're calling your name to big up the counterculture and put Babylon to shame. Spiritual, transcendental, I'm so non-attached, but you're still clinging to your beliefs, mate, so don't give me that crap. Meditating, contemplating, resting in the witness, but still acting like a junkie that's desperate for a fix of his bliss. I'm so fucking conscious, so multidimensionally evolved, sitting on my high horse although my lower chakra problems have been solved. Self-important asshole, dabbling in the dark side, giving orgasms to his harem while his bank account starts to rise. I'm a healer, I'm a feeler, I'm a Reiki wakey master, but I've got no charm for a broken arm, cause I'm no mere plaster caster. I'm an Ashtanga, Yogananda, Iyengar maestro. My kundalini is rising, but my pain body's out of control. Raw fooders, anarchy activists, New Age hippies, supernatural pagans and spiritual devotees, conscious evolvers, healers and yogis, psychedelic shaman and indigenous wannabes. The Tribsters are calling, they're calling your name. Can't you hear the Tribsters are calling, they're calling your name to big up the counterculture and put Babylon to shame. Psychonauts and trippy chicks want to open up the legs of our minds, travelling to universes way beyond everyday space and time. But instead of using these pointers to accelerate and integrate growth, it's a solipsistic, self-infatuated neurochemical joke. I want to be a Hopi or honorary Cherokee chief, but I'm conveniently ignoring their misogynistic beliefs. I'm drinking ayahuasca, I'm a main calendar rainbow kin, abstracting fantastic realities, cause I can't deal with the real thing. My brothers, my sisters, mi familia, mi amigos, might we be taking ourselves a tattoo serious? Our beliefs are just stories we tell ourselves just to cope. Gotta send them up not to get hung up on our very own rope-a-dope. Now guess who's the biggest culprit when it comes to disappearing up their arse? I used to think I was enlightened when I lived under a tree inside a park. Gotta face the here and now reality without the crutch of belief. If we wanna create a new world before Babylon's obsolete, need a beginner's mind that's been refined and an unconditional heartbeat. If we wanna create a new world before Babylon's obsolete. Up for Mark Fisher, ladies and gents.